So let me guess your problem. You broke, don't have any money, in a dead end job, just trying to find a way so that you can make more money, put yourself in a position to win. But you're looking at your current resume. It don't have any information on it. It actually sucks. And you're trying to figure out what can you do to make this resume better without going through all the struggles of going to school, college, and all that stuff like that. Well, I got 3 things I'm going to cover in this video, guys, that's going to put you on track so that you can make that resume look great and put you in a position to win. So you reached the right video. Let me explain. Hold on, guys. Before you start just putting anything on your resume and start lying, you got to know tips to be able to showcase your value and really put yourself in a position long term to get this job, keep this job, and have a flourishing career as a software developer, even with no experience. So anything you put on that resume or anything that's in that job description that they're putting on that job, you need to be able to speak to, at least on a very high level. You don't necessarily have to have experience in this, guys. And that's the key you need to take away from this video. You don't necessarily have to have experience in that specific thing. Just know what that thing is that they want and show that, hey, you've done similar things in the past. That's the key, guys. And it don't have to necessarily match up one-to-one, but you got to be able to understand, number one, hey, I can solve your problem. Number two, I can solve more than just the problem that you have here, and I can do it in a way that's going to work with your team. So again, guys, that's what's going to be the key here. And we're going to go over 3 things that's going to allow you guys to really position that resume for success here. Number one is the education side of things, guys. As you guys already know, if you don't have a relevant education, it's not going to matter at the end of the day. And this education that I'm talking about don't require you to be able to go to school for 4 years to be able to get it either. You can get a certification here and there that's going to take a couple of weeks to get, or put you in a position so that you can do any other boot camps or anything like that that's going to really showcase what kind of programs, and you can do that as well, as long as you have that there. Again, guys, we talk about a lot of this stuff in step number 1 in our free 7-step guide. So go there to get those details. But for the sake of this video, guys, you got to have that relevant experience. But you don't have to actually, I would say education. Let's start with education. Number 1, guys, you got to have that relevant education so that you can actually showcase you're just not I would say a self-taught developer that they're taking a risk on. You have a formal education, at least somewhat of a formal education that's going to allow you or prove that you know what you're talking about. So number 1, guys, education. So do me a favor, guys. Share or comment below what's your experience writing a resume. Have you made some mistakes? Have you fibbed or lied, got caught? What that looks like for you. Comment below on your experience on resume writing, where you're struggling at, and what can you do to actually put yourself in a position so that we can talk and put you guys in a position to win. So comment below. Number 2, guys, is your experience. Your experience is really gonna be able to tell them, are you lying or not on your resume? So this is what trips most people up, the experience. And again, you go in, you see a technology you never seen before on this actual job posting. Either you don't apply or you lie like you know it. Don't do that. Be like, hey, I don't have experience with that particular software. Let's just say Salesforce CRM, but I have done stuff with Active Campaign. I have done stuff with Sugar CRM or any of the Salesforce competitors. But they have these similar models. All I need to know is the syntax, which I already have experience working with other CRMs. So Salesforce shouldn't be that much difference. I just need to know the syntax, the lay of the land, and then I can use my fundamentals in the same concept or the programming fundamentals to really solve problems for you. If anything, it's a benefit. Now I know how multiple programs do it so that I can really provide context on different industries. So you can use this as a strength, guys, if you position yourself properly and put it on your resume so it'll showcase that you are all about problem solving. And this is what a portion of your I would say this portion of your resume, guys, is really what sets you apart from everybody else. Because, you know, you can go to school, get a 4-year degree, and your education look good or certification look good, but you can't execute on the work, or you don't showcase your experience of solving problems. This section is actually what does that for you and can really showcase your daily duties that you've done, your experiences, and it don't have to be specifically on that. Again, it don't have to be specifically on that. What I would do on the resume, I know they're going to do some, what they call it, keyword searching and stuff like that. You can put that on your resume as, hey, you know, working with similar technologies like that, so that you don't get excluded from a search engine perspective. But at the end of the day, guys, you want to make sure you give you a chance to stand out in front of everybody else. And this is actually going to be the way to do that, guys. But one thing, guys, if you haven't already, we talk about the experience section in our 7-step guide a lot more in detail. So in the description box, we got links to our 7-step guide. So go ahead and check that out. And if you already tried our free 7-step guide, enroll in our 30-day developer course. This is going to allow you guys to really get that experience, get that education, get that roadmap that's going to allow you guys to win and be a successful developer and make the money that you want, or get that side hustle that you guys want. So go ahead and check that out. Got some goodies in the description box for you guys. All right, the last thing, guys, that you may tweak on your resume to really help yourself stand out and put you in a position to win is your projects and your skills. This is going to really kind of set the tone for everything else, because this is the foundation for the other two that we talked about, the education and the actual experience. Because if you can knock down or complete some projects and gain some of those skills, everything else starts to fall in place after that. And again, that's why I start to say stick with the fundamentals, because even on your resume, you may not have the relevant experience on those specific applications. But if you work with the fundamentals go across programming language, go across application, go across platform. The fundamentals remain the same, guys. That's why I get you guys to focus so much on that. So once you get the fundamentals, it's just a matter of, hey, let me learn the syntax of this particular application or this programming language, and everything else the same. A loop is a loop in JavaScript, a loop is a loop in SQL, a loop is a loop in Salesforce. Loop is a loop. Arrays, variables, all of it's the same thing, guys. You just got to understand the fundamentals and everything kind of start to play. And once you start to do these projects, you start to see the patterns. Just the pattern. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Get those 10,000 hours, and it's going to allow you guys to do that. Again, I would go over these details in this video, but I actually want you guys to get started and make that first step so that you can start putting your career in the path that you want. Even if you just want a side hustle or just a full-blown career, we got you guys covered at the end of the day, guys. So this is what I need you guys to do. First of all, if you haven't already, go ahead and check out my 7-step guide. Links are below in the 30-day developer course, guys. You really can't get started until you actually have a roadmap and know what to do in the 7 steps to actually get started. And also the 30-day developer course that's going to focus you guys in on what you need and get you guys started. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the content, subscribe to my channel as well, so that we can help you guys get started. And if you haven't already, I'm gonna put a link to my 7-step guide here on the screen. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.